Hey y'all, it's supposed to be Maniac here. Mario 1, good game, right? However, I feel like getting weird. And that's not what I meant. But okay.
Super Mario Bros. 2, or Super Mario 2 Bros going off the front and the back of the box. Super Mario Bros. 2 is the second installment in the Mario series, or third if you count the original Mario Bros. Arcade game, or fourth if you count versus Super Mario Bros. The arcade game.
Moral of the story? I can't count.
Super Mario Bros. 2 was released on the 9th of October 1988 on the NES in North America, Europe on April 28, 1989, Australia May 4th, 1989, and Japan on September 4th, 1992.
Super Mario Bros. 2. It's a different sort of Mario game, but not different as in Mario Kart, Mario Party, Mario Tennis. It's still a 2D platform, but it's got enough in it to make it really fucking weird.
Mario 2 is not a normal platformer. To say it's pretty weird would be an understatement. Even for Mario, it's weird.
But just because a game is weird doesn't mean it's bad. So is Mario 2 bad? No. Is the top of the class amazing? No.
But that doesn't matter. Let's give Super Mario Bros. 2 a fair shake. So when the game starts, if you don't press start like everyone else does, you fucking weirdo, the story gets explained over some scrolling text, so hopefully you can read. Yeah, this was back when games were fully just games and weren't 99% cutscene and 1% game. The Last of Us. Now to be fair here, a lot of game stories were told in the manual, but anyway. Mario has a dream of a staircase leading to a mysterious door. To a mysterious place, a voice identifies the world as the Dreamland. Now I want you to remember the word dream, it's going to be important later. But anyway, the subcon asks for Mario's help in defeating the villainous frog named Wart, a tyrant who has cursed subcon and its people. Mario suddenly awakes and decides to tell Luigi, Toad and Princess Toadstool, who all report experiencing the same dream. The group go on a picnic but discover a cave with a long staircase. Through a door at the top, they are transported to subcon, revealing their dreams have been real. After defeating Wart, the people of subcon are freed and everyone celebrates. In the game, there are 4 playable characters: Mario, Luigi, Toad and Peach. Each character has their own special ability. Mario is the most stable and most well-rounded character. Luigi has a high jump but is really slippery on the ground. Toad is the fastest but he can't jump to save his life.
Just jump! What the f*** is a jump?
Peach is probably the easiest character, basically you can glide by holding the A button. But anyway, now getting into gameplay, you have a new way of killing enemies that's exclusive to this game.
Oh, wow.
Now was this new move exactly a kick, a punch, a gun?
You get to pick up vegetables.
You pick up vegetables by pressing the B button at some roots coming out of the ground and you chuck them at enemies. This is the main way of attacking enemies since you can no longer kill enemies by jumping on them. You know, the main way of attacking enemies in every Mario game in existence. Now instead of killing an enemy when you jump on them, instead you can stand on them and ride them like a surfboard. You can also now pick up enemies and use them as a projectile as well. There's also a minus world you can go to by pulling a potion out of the ground and throwing it at the ground, and a door will appear. Okay, yeah, this is f***ing weird. In this minus world you can find mushrooms which will increase how many hits you can take by 1. You can also get coins by pulling them out of the ground which you can use at a slot machine at the end of the level for more lives.
Yes, great message for kids. Gambling with your life is fun.
Every time 8 enemies are killed, a heart will float from the bottom of the screen all the way up to the top, which replenishes one of your hit points. Around the levels there are cherries. If you collect all of them you get an invincibility star. The main villain of this game is Wart. Great fucking name. Wart is a fat regal frog, and he's the main villain of this game. So there's no Bowser, none of that. A lot of the things from Mario 1 aren't actually in this game. No Koopas, no Goombas, no Lakitu. Pretty much every enemy from Mario 1 isn't here. The level design is a lot more vertical. This stems from Kensu Tanabe explaining the idea that you'd have people vertically ascending and would have had items and blocks that could pile up to go higher, or you could grab your friends that you were playing with and throw them and try to continue ascending. The vertical scrolling gimmick wasn't enough to get us interesting gameplay. Now while there was no multiplayer, I'm guessing that this idea was later reused for the new Super Mario Bros. Series. At the end of most if not every level, there's a mini boss fight with newcomer Birdo, a pretty weird dinosaur creature. Speaking of newcomers, there's quite a few that were only in this game, like Phanto and Hoopstar, and some other characters became staple characters in the Mario series like Shy Guys, Bob-ombs, Pokies, Ninja, and Birdo. In some levels you're required to get a key for a door, which to get said key you have to go through another door and grab the key, which this fucking thing chases after you. This is Phanto, and like everyone else, I fucking hate this thing. There are 7 worlds spanning 20 levels, which each world has 3 levels except world 7 which only has 2 levels. And now you're probably wondering,
wait, this is less than the first game! It's a scam!
and you would be right to think so. Yes, it is less levels, a whole 12 less to be exact. However, Mario's 2 levels are a lot longer and the level layout is a lot different to how levels were laid out in the first Mario game. Again, with the more vertical movement and going from above to underground in levels to progress. The game is also filled with secrets, like the first game, for instance, the Return of the Warp Zone.
Yeah, like the return of a tumor.
The boss fights are usually fought by these pipes spouting out vegetables, which we use to throw out warp because that's how everyone reacts when they see a frog.
Oh shit, a frog!
One of the other bosses in this game that's exclusive to this game is Mouser. In this fight, you do the exact same thing, however, he throws bombs at you, which you pick up and throw right back at him. I mean, you could do what I usually do when I see a rat.
Oh shit, a rat?
Birdo is the mini boss fight levels where she or he shoots these egg things. Honestly, I have no idea what they are. All I know is I need to land on them and send them flying at this dinosaur thing, because clearly the asteroid didn't do a good enough job. The game ends with Mario and the crew saving the day and Mario waking up because it turns out this whole game was a dream.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Now I know this must have annoyed the hell out of people in the 80s and I kinda don't blame them. This game is hard, especially since on the original NES there's no save states. Luckily I played this on the NES Classic Edition so I had save states. But to go through all of that for it all to be a dream, honestly I'm surprised Rights didn't start. The game introduces the new power block which kills every enemy on screen. The power block though seems to be really only a thing you see in spin-offs like Mario Kart though it has appeared in some games, for instance the new Super Mario Bros. Series. The soundtrack is amazing, the iconic overworld theme, the character selection screen is amazing. The overworld theme in my opinion is one of, if not the best song to come out of this entire generation of games. Graphics wise, the game looks amazing, especially for an NES game, the bright colours in the overworld. Mario's sprite alone looks amazing, in my opinion in a lot of cases looks actually better than the sprite used in Super Mario Bros. 3.
And that is Super Mario Bros. 2. I like this game, it's weird, but in a good way. But it almost seems too weird. Wait. This game's a fraud!
Yes, the main thing about Mario 2 is that it's a reskin of a Japanese exclusive game also made by Nintendo called Doki Doki Panic. So then, what's the real Mario 2? Well, that released in 1986 for the Famicom Disk System and is known for being difficult as f***. So difficult that it never released anywhere else. The rest of the world finally got the real Mario 2 in 1993 in Super Mario All-Stars, where the game was renamed to Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels, where the game has apparently been slightly altered to make it easier. However, I can't tell the difference. In my eyes, it's still f***ing bullshit. In this game it added red piranha plants that are way more vicious than the original ones were, and it also added some new weather mechanics. There are more worlds in the original game and you can start from the world you died at when you get a game over. It also gave Luigi his more floaty jump that was in all the other versions of Mario 2. For some reason though, I like this game a lot, and I don't know why. It's stupid bullshit, and not really fun quite a lot of the time, but I like the challenge to the point where I do still consider this one of my favourite Mario games, and for a long time, and I still do now, I prefer this to the normal Mario 2 because it's more original. In the past though, I always writ off Mario 2 because it was not an original game, because it was just a reskin. But I don't know why I did that, because it's still a good game. It's a reskin by the end of the day. It's still a game, and I always should have treated it as a game. And it's not like Japan never got this version of Mario 2. Not only did they have Doki Doki Panic, but in 1992, Mario 2 that we know was re-released in Japan with the new name of Mario USA. And Mario 2 was the first game in the Mario Advance series on the Game Boy Advance, and by collecting the Mario 2 mushroom in Super Mario Maker 2, you can become the Mario 2 Mario, and you can pick up enemies. Mario 2 is not a normal video game, it's not even close really to a normal video game, but I like it because it's not normal.
Super Mario Bros. 2. It's a weird yet cool and fun game, and maybe a reskin, but it's still a good game. And it's no Hotel Mario. Seriously, who the f actually likes this game?